Welcome. This is my market update video. We are going to take a look at the chart, mini BTC and some others. Let's get straight into screen share and start. This is BTC 10 minutes. I'm not going to talk about the 10-minute chart. This is BTC 20 minutes. Not going to talk about that either. Here we have the 30-minute chart. That's the third chart I'm going to take a look at. So you are on a 4. You had a 2 trading higher than a 1, so you should be in a long position. You are above all the moving average. It is bullish. 1 hour chart, you're on a 2, you had a 2 trading higher than a 1, so you should be in a long position. You are above all the moving average, which is bullish, but stop and reverse did get hit. That is negative. Two-hour chart, you're on a 1. You're waiting for a 2 trading higher than a 1, then you should be in a long position. You are above all the moving averages, that's positive. And stop and reverse did get hit, that's positive too. So this is a bullish looking chart. 3-hour chart, you are on a 1, you're waiting for a 2 trading higher than a 1. Then you should be in a long position. Stop and reverse did below, that's positive, and all the moving averages are below too, that's positive. You are the golden cross here. You are getting a golden cross right now here, and it is a bullish looking chart. 4-hour chart, you had a 3 trading higher than a 2, you should be in a long position. You are above all the moving averages. Stop and reverse are below the price. This is positive. It's a positive looking chart. You had a 9 here telling you to go long, and it was at the bottom. And now you're in an uptrend. Five-hour chart, you had a 3 trading higher than a 2. You should be in a long position. You had a 2 trading higher than a 1. You should be in a long position. Stop and reverse below the price. Moving averages, you have a couple of moving averages below. You don't have I think that's the 200. Let's take a look. Yes, it's the 200 MMA. You have the 200 MMA higher than the price, and that's resistance right now. The price, it's hard for the price to go higher than 4,180, higher than that moving average at 200 MMA. But but apart from that, it's looking good. The moving averages below the price will be support. You had a 9 here close to the lows too. You had a 9 telling you to go short, but then you wait 1 to 4 candle direction, then lower. This is an example of a 9 that did not do anything to the price. It's a continuation 9. I mean, the price did not go lower for one candle or a second candle. You know that there's no down candle when you get a confirmation to the uptrend. When you had a 3 trading higher than a 2. That tells you that there won't be any correction candle. Normally you're looking for 1 to 4 candle correction, then higher, but it did not happen here. Nothing works all the time. 6-hour chart, you had a 9 here, then 1, 2, 3 candle correction, and now you're on a new uptrend. You had a 2 trading higher than a 1, you should be in a long position. You are higher than every moving average except the 200. Stop and reverse are below the price. It's a bullish looking chart. If you look at the moving averages, consensus, like Tyler James likes to call it, you had a golden cross here. And you will get golden crosses once the first two. I'm not looking at the yellow moving average because it's only the 7. The 7 is not that important for a golden cross. But here between the 50 and the I think it's the 30. And let's see if it's the 30. Yeah, it's the 30. And the other one is the 50. Just check. Yes, between the 50 and the 30, you had a golden cross here, and that helps. You will get golden crosses when the 30 crosses the next moving average, which will be the 100 MMA. And then you have a golden cross once it crosses the 128 EMA. It's a bullish. It starts to be bullish. I mean, it will be really bullish once the yellow moving average goes higher than the other moving averages. Once we are higher than 4,400, it is 100% bullish. But for now, it starts to be looking bullish since we had the first golden crosses. Bollinger Band. So we did hit the upper Bollinger Band and we are following the upper Bollinger Band right now. This is positive on the 6-hour chart. MACD is positive too on the 6-hour chart. The longs, in my opinion, the longs are not really high, are quite low. And the shorts are high. So I would say that that's positive. I mean, we can go for a short squeeze and the longs are extremely low. So I would say that that is positive for price moving up. Until now, everything I saw looked positive. The higher time frames will give us some negative looking charts because they did not have time to turn, but for the lower time frames, everything looks positive. If we look at the 8-hour chart, you should be in a long position since you had I guess you had a 2 trading higher than a 1. And if not, you for sure had a 4 trading higher than a 3. So you should be in a long position. You had a 9 here and you expected a 1 to 4 candle correction, but it did not happen. You did get a 2 trading higher than a 1, so it tells you to go long again. You are on 6 and you're expecting a 9. You did manage to go over a couple of moving averages, the 128 and the 200 are higher than the price. You are right now sitting on the 100 MMA. I think it's the MMA. I'm never sure it's the MMA or the EMA since I use both. Anyways, one of them. Let's take a look. So I know it's the MA, 100 MA. You stop and reverse are below the price. This is a bullish looking chart for now. You are expecting a 9 and you are now 6. 10 hours, the same thing. You're expecting 9, you're on a 6, you're sitting on the 100 MMA. You had a 9 and no reversal. You had a 2 trading higher than 9, telling you to go long again. You are on a 6 and you are expecting a 9. The moving average, the 128 is resistance and the 200 will be resistance. If you manage to go above, that would be very bullish, above the 200 MMA. $12-hour chart, you're on an 8, so next handle will be a 9. Then we could expect a 1 to 4 candle correction and then it should go higher again. You managed to go higher than the 50 MMA, but you have the 100, which is resistance, the 128, and the 200 that are resistance, higher than the price. Stop and reverse are below, that's positive. And since you're on an 8, you are still looking for a 9. Now the same thing, you're on an 8 and expecting a 9. You have all the resistance above, and you manage to go above the 50, the 30, and the 7. Stop and reverse are below the price. If I go back to the 15, since we are on 8 and the same thing on the 12 hour, and the uptrend should come to an end with next candle, and then you should get a slight correction, and then we could go higher again. The correction should bring you down to 3,800 to support of the 15 MMA. We should not go lower than the 50 MMA. If you look at the daily chart, you had a 2 trading higher than a 1. You should be in a long position. You are right now on a 4, and you are expecting a 9. The 30 MMA, I think it's MMA, EMA, the 30 EMA, is it the 30? Yes. The 30 EMA is resistance. Right now, the price tries to establish itself higher than the 30 MMA. If this candle could close higher than the 30 MMA, that would be good. But if it's not, probably we will get above during the next candle number 5, or a little later. But we should manage to break that resistance. Then you have the 50 MMA, which is resistance. Then you have the 100 MMA, 128 MMA, and the 200 MMA. All of them are resistance. Stop and reverse did get hit, that's positive. And the price is higher than the 7 EMA, which is positive. I think it's the EMA. Let's see if it's the EMA. 7 EMA, yeah. First two stop and reverse did get hit. The 7 EMA is pointing up. You will get a golden cross once the 7 EMA crosses the 30 EMA, and then the 50 EMA. And the next one will be the 100 EMA. The 30 EMA is flattening out, slightly pointing up. The 50 is still pointing down, the 100 is still pointing down, the 128, and the 200s are pointing down. So this is not a totally bullish looking chart. There's only the only good positive things are that the 7 is pointing up sharply, that stop and reverse did get hit, and that the 30 is flat. That are the only positive things. The rest is negative for now. One day, Bollinger Band, you did hit the upper Bollinger Band, and the price could not establish itself higher than the upper Bollinger Band. What would be nice is if we could go higher than the upper Bollinger Band and follow it upwards. That would be very bullish if we could manage to do that. But for now, we touched it, and if things go bad, we could go down to the middle Bollinger Band, which is at 3,500. I'm not expecting that, but it could be happening. It could happen since we touched the upper Bollinger Band. But for now, I think we will keep touching the upper Bollinger Band, and if everything goes well, we should follow it upwards. MACD is positive on the 1-day chart, and CMF is also starting to look positive since it goes up. But for now, it's not above 0. Let's go back, see if I tell you the right thing. Yes, it's not above 0, but it's pointing up. So I'll give it a positive. If we look at volume, so volume is starting to look good. I mean, there were more buyers down here, and that will be support. I especially like this volume profile, the one under the price, and even this one is not looking bad. Since there are a lot of buyers lower than 4,000, that could allow us to stay higher than 4,000. Also, the volume did pick up, and we are quite high now if we compare to the past. So that's good too. So I give it a positive looking at that chart. Until now, I've seen a lot of positive things. The only slight interrogation point, or the only slight hick that I saw, was the 2 nines on the 12 hours and the 15 hour. But apart from that, everything looked quite good. Today's you had 2 trading higher than 1. Those are 2 strong candles. Everything is looking good. Stop inverse did get hit. I mean, everything, I'm too optimistic, but it's looking good. Stop inverse did get hit. You are higher than the 7 EMA, but you will have resistance at the 30, 50, 100, 128, and 200 moving average. 3-day charts. It shows you a beautiful number 1 candle. If you can get 2 trading higher than a 1, that would be nice. Stop inverse for now did not get hit, and the 7 EMA is still pointing down as the other moving average, so that's negative. And stop inverse did not get hit, it's negative 2 for now. But the number 1 candle is nice. We just need some follow through with a candle number 2 trading higher than candle number 1. So from here on, from the 3-day chart on, things won't look as good because we did not have enough time to turn the higher time frames around. But we are starting to do it, and if we can go a little higher on the next candle, it will be the case. This will be an indication to go longer, even on the 3-day chart. 4-day chart. And 4-day chart gave you a 9 at the bottom. That was nice. Then you had a candle number 1, a red one, a green one. We are expecting we would like to have 2 trading higher than a 1. That would be an indication to go long according to the 4-hour chart. We did get within margin of error to the triangle target, but we did not hit it. But we did get close enough to call it a hit within margin of error. That's what Tone Ways thinks, and I will follow him on that regards. The 5-day charts gave you a 9 reversal, and for now the 9 is already looking very bullish. It would be very nice to get a green number 1 and then a green number 2 trading higher than a 1. If that happens, we should reach 6K according to the 5-day chart. But also you have a 9, so you're expecting 1 to 4 candles reversal, then lower. So we could go up to 6K and then go down again. That would be in total accordance with TA. So for now, expect only a 1 to 4 candle correction, which could bring us up to 6K and then lower. 6-day chart. Here you had a 9, then you should get a 1 to 4 candle correction. So the first 2 candles were no correction, but the third candle is a correction, and you have one more correction candle according to the 6-day chart. So you could get a 2 trading higher than 1, but then it could be over. So this chart is looking not as good as last one, the 5-day chart. And if this chart, this chart could bring us only to around, let's say, I don't know, around that moving average, the 128, and then lower. So around 5Ks, around 5K or 5.5K. Here I see a little less, or even, yeah, here I see a little less. There's resistance at 100, and no, that's the 200, isn't it? Yes, it's the 200. There's resistance at the 200, and then there will be resistance at 128. I think it will be quite hard to get higher than the 128 according to the 6-day chart, and it will be even hard to go higher than the 200 EMA. But I think we can manage that. 1 week chart. The price is right now struggling to go higher than the 100, the 200 MMA. Is it the MMA? I never know if it's MMA or EMA. Yes, the 200 EMA. MMA, I mean 200 MMA. So it's hard to go higher than the 200 MMA according to the 1 week chart. If we get a candle number 2 trading higher than the candle number 1, it will be an indication to go long, and that will be a bullish sign. For now, you should be in cash according to the 1 week chart if that's your time frame. But the lower time frames told you to go long much sooner, since they are all already looking quite well. But this one is still on a 1, and we need a 2 trading higher than a 1. If we look at the moving averages, you had a depth cross here. Right now, the 7 EMA is not picking up. So, and most of them are flat. I mean, the 200 is still pointing up. The 128 is slightly pointing up, but the 100 is pointing down. The 50 and the 30 is pointing down. If the 30 crosses the 50, that's a depth cross, and it would be a bearish indication. I don't know if we can manage if the price can manage to go into that depth cross, the 30, and that crosses the 50. If we can, that would be nice, and from there you should go down again. It would be nice if the price is attracted to that depth cross, which could happen in a couple of weeks. You are below the stop and reverse, and that's negative. Huh? Yes, you are below the stop and reverse, that's negative. Bollinger Band, to me, it's looking positive. The target is 5,800. That's perfect. I mean, if we touch it at 5,800 or 5,600, wherever it will be, the middle Bollinger Band, from there we could go lower. But it would be nice if we touch it. For now, the target is 5,500 at least. Well, I think around 5,500 because it's moving down. So it will be lower in a couple of weeks. But we could touch the middle Bollinger Band. That's at least the target for now. MACD on the 1 week chart is still negative. RSI is nicely picking up, and we could go a little higher. We're at least to the breakdown point, which was somewhere around here, 42. So we could go at least to 42, maybe even, well, maybe even 51. But 42 would be nice, or 43 would be nice if we hit it, the breakdown point. And then go lower again. I have the 2-week chart, but I don't have any. But I don't have any. But I don't have any. My indicators are not working. Maybe I need to reload the chart. I don't know. They're not refreshing. So let's reload the chart and go back to the 2-week chart. I'm taking off the drawings because I don't need them on the chart. And now we take a look at the 2-week chart. So with my indicators working, I can tell you that we are on a 4 and you are still expecting a 9. It will be quite hard to get that 9, so I don't think we will get it. But this is still a bearish looking chart. You are below the stop in reverse, that's bearish. The 30 moving average is pointing down, the 50 is pointing down. The 200 is flat, but price is below it, that's bearish. And only the 128 is pointing up. The 128 is support. So this is still a bearish looking chart. You are expecting 9 actually. So the uptrend could cease and the downtrend could continue according to the 2-week chart. If you take a look at the 3-week chart, you had a 9 here. I told you that the 9 would probably give nothing. Now you're on the second down candle, you had a 2 trading lower than a 1, so that's bearish. The moving average, the 100 moving average, did hold the price up, was support. So this time it hold, but next time it will probably break. And then you have support at 128, which is around 2K, according to the 3-week chart. You are on a 2 and you are looking for a 9. 1 month you're on a 5 and you're looking for a 9. Right now you're again above the 50 moving average, but it will be hard to go higher than the 30 moving average, which is around 6.2K, and even crossing the 7 EMA will be resistance. Stop and reverse are higher than the price. This is negative. You're on a 5 and you're looking for a 9, so this is a bearish looking chart. 2-month chart, you're on a 4 and you're looking for a 9, it's a bearish looking chart. Stop and reverse are higher than the price. You are below the 30 and the 7 moving average, so this is negative. So the higher time frames did of course not change for now. The only positive thing is that you have a wick at the bottom of the candle number 4, and that wick could be a little higher in the future, but this is still a bearish looking chart. Okay, Dow Jones gave you bad looking, as it gave you a 2 trading lower than a 1, and then all hell break loose. You went lower. Right now you are sitting on support on the 128 support, but it probably won't hold. The next the target here is the 100 MMA. The 100 MMA. Oh no, that's the 200 MMA is the target, and you're looking for a 9. So Dow Jones is looking bearish. Nasdaq is looking bearish too. You had candle number 3 trading lower than candle number 2. All hell broke loose. Right now you're sitting at support 128, but it probably won't hold. And your target is the 200 MMA. and you're looking for a 9, you're on a 4. Bearish looking chart. S&P is bearish looking 2. You had a 2 trading lower than a 1. All hell broke loose on this chart too. Right now you're in open space. There's no support before the 200 MMA. You're on a 3 and you're looking for a 9. The 3 is a very bad looking candle. The number 1 was also a bad looking candle. And number 2 was not fine, since it gave you the indication to go short. Gold. According to this, gold is still holding up. You're on a 3, so an indication to go long. You had a 2 trading higher than 1, and it was an indication to go long. Gold is not looking too bad, according to that chart. Hope that it's actualizing. Hope that's the real chart and that I'm not talking about something that is outdated. Oil is looking very bad. You had candle number 1, but it did not reverse the price. You had, candle number 9, it did not reverse the price. You have now a very bad looking candle number 1. And if you get a candle number 2 trading lower than the candle number 1, it would be even worse. And oil is looking very bad. Amazon, you're on a 3. You had a 2 trading lower than 1. You should be short. You had a 9, which told you that there could be a reversal of 1 to 4 candle. You had 2 candles of reversal, then you went lower. Bearish. Okay, that's the Tesla chart. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, it's not giving me the Tesla chart. I can look for it, but I'm not sure I'm going to find it very fast. So if I'm looking at stocks, I have the Tesla chart here. And Tesla did hold not bad in the past. It was doing quite well when all the other charts were looking bad. But it changed now, since you did get a 2 trading lower than a 1, and you're going down. So Tesla did hold up nicely in the past, but it's not looking any good anymore. Right now, it is bearish. You're on a 2 and you're expecting a 9. The US dollar vs the euro, you're on a 1. If you get a 2 trading lower than a 1, you could short the US dollar. There you had 9. It tells you to have 1, 2, 3 candle correction, then maybe 4 candle correction, then higher. So for now, you did get 3 ones, telling you to be in cash. If you get a 2 trading lower than a 1, you could go short, but I would be hesitant because you had a 9 here, and it could be the next candle could be the last candle, and then you could go higher again. So I would wait. I would wait to get an indication to get long again. The euro, you're on a 1, but you don't have a 2 trading higher than a 1, so there's no indication to go long for now. You had a 9 here, so 1, 2, 3 candle correction, then lower, so it could be over already, and we could go down from here. Swiss franc, okay, the Swiss franc gave you a 2 trading higher than a 1, so you should be long the Swiss franc. You're on a 4 right now, and you're looking for a 9. Since this was 9, it could be 1, 2, 3, 4 candle reversal, then lower. You should be careful because it could be a 4 candle reversal, then lower, so you could go down from here. But for now, it's bullish. British pound, you're on a 1. You had a 9 telling you that you get probably 1 to 4 candle correction, and then lower. You want a 1. So 3 more candles of correction, and then you should go lower. Or maybe not, but the chart will tell you. Bitstamp, you are not. Oh, well, that's Bitcoin on Bitstamp. That means chat. I told you that I won't talk about that. So let's go for my next. For the TA in French, let's go to the 30-minute chart and start there over. This is the end of my English version of my market update. Thanks for watching and see you next time.